Miami has offered a talented wide receiver from the portal. The All-American Bowl is a big weekend for the Canes. And Nesta, the man didn't hit the portal. Listen, family, we got a lot to talk about.
A special salute for the truth, Sean Taylor. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you.
Now, before this video starts, if you're rocking with the U, then you know what to do. Hit that like button for your boy. By hitting that like button, it's going to help more of the Canes family find this video, and it's going to help your boy, help this family grow in 2022. So hit the like button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
First story of the day is Miami has offered former James Madison wide receiver Antoine Wells. Who is Antoine Wells, you may be asking? Well, I'm going to let this guy tell you.
Antoine Wells Jr. put together the best season by any wide receiver in JMU football history this past fall, and he would have likely gone down as the best wideout ever at James Madison. But today, Wells announcing that he is entering the transfer portal. Wells made his announcement this morning with a post on Twitter saying he enters the portal after a lot of thinking and praying. Wells ended his message by thanking JMU Nation. He was an unstoppable weapon for James Madison in the fall, hauling in 83 receptions for 1,250 yards and 15 touchdowns. All of those marks, single-season records at JMU. And it wasn't just the stats. If you watched Wells play this season, you saw one of the best and toughest offensive players in the FCS. Even before transferring, Wells is going to go down as one of the all-time greats at JMU, ranks third in program history with 21 TD catches. His receptions and receiving yards totals 9th all-time. Don't be surprised if you see Wells playing for a Power 5 program next season.
The 6'1", 204-pound playmaker has Power 5 offers from Miami, Mississippi State, South Carolina. In my opinion, this would be a nice pickup. You're looking at a guy who can come in and make an instant impact and then be here for several years. Remember, we got KJ Osborne from Buffalo. He came in for 1 year and did great for us, but then he was out the door, and we were sitting back like, man, we wish we had his leadership. We wish we had his talent. We wish he was still here. With this guy, he can come in, make an instant impact, and then Wells is going to be here for a couple more years, but it won't be as easy as Miami offered him. He's going to come here. Mississippi State, South Carolina, and there's other schools that's picking up on what this guy has done and what this guy can do at the Power 5 level. So Miami has offered him. Am I for sure he's coming to Miami?
I hope so.
The next story I got for you guys is the All-American Bowl game is this weekend, 12 p.m., I believe, on NBC. And this is a big day for Miami. We could be having a wonderful Saturday. You know, we could be kicking it after that bowl game because there's two players that we're looking at, two players who are highly touted, 4-star players that could make an impact on this team. And if they commit to Miami, you just got to say, Mario Cristobal is really about that life in a short amount of time. That's if they commit. But the two players that we're looking at is Kevin Coleman and Cyrus Moss. Coleman has had most of his crystal ball saying he's going to go to Miami, but Steve Wiltfong did put this little nugget in the message boards this morning. If this Miami offensive coordinator hire isn't made by Saturday, or it's a guy Coleman isn't fond of, I could see him picking FSU Seminoles in the top 2, in my opinion. Now, many of you guys have already seen the video I did on Kevin Coleman. Looking at his highlights, I think he would be an amazing addition to this class. But listen, if a player's not going to come here because the offensive coordinator isn't here or he's not fond of the offensive coordinator, then I'm cool with it. I am not about doing whatever one recruit wants. So if us not having an offensive coordinator is going to dictate whether he comes here or not, then we may just have to take the L on this. And I totally understand where he's coming from. If I was a recruit and you wanted me to come to your school and I don't know what system I'm going to be in, I don't know what the guy is like, then I understand not wanting to go to that school. But I see a lot of people out there who's, oh, well, Mario can't lose Kevin Coleman and Mario needs to hurry up and make a hire. We can't let one player dictate what we do. So if Mario needs to wait till next week to get the offensive coordinator that he believes can take us to the next level, and that means losing Kevin Coleman, I hate it. But it is what it is. And if Kevin Coleman doesn't want to take the leap of faith and go to a school who has their offensive coordinator and he knows the system, I understand that as well. It's all gravy. But I'm not down with just doing what one recruit wants to do and rushing it. I'm not about that. Take your time and let's get it right. Now, Cyrus Moss, defensive end out of Bishop Gorman, he was headed to Oregon. Mario came to Miami, started to recruit him, trying to get him to flip. Then he made an announcement that he will be committing this weekend at the All-American Bowl. Most people think he's going to Oregon, but Steve Wiltfong, who's the head honcho, did put a crystal ball for him to come to Miami. So a lot of people think with the momentum, with that crystal ball, that maybe Mario can really pull this kid and get him to come to Miami. He's 6'5", 200 pounds. Here's what 247 said about him as a player. Long, projectable frame with room to add mass. A former safety that has continued to fill out physically. Bulkier upper half with the high upside build. Twitchy and athletic edge rusher, flashes, terrific speed and burst to the outside. Consistently keeps blockers on their heels. Dynamic with pass rushing moves and fluid bender. Quick and disruptive with counter moves. Displays good hand usage to shed blockers. Flashes very good awareness and takes efficient angles to the football. Shows tremendous closing speed to the backfield. Ability to drop into the flats and sit in zone coverage. Could continue to improve at run support, but demonstrates very good effort in backside pursuit. Potential early contributor at an elite Power 5 level, an all-conference type performer. I don't know about you, but that sounds like something that Miami could use. I would love to have him. It's going to come down to Miami or Oregon. I'm thinking Miami only because we've built up that momentum these last couple weeks. We've got the crystal ball. I wouldn't be shocked if he chose Oregon too, because Oregon really wants this kid and they've been in there from the jump. If we pull Moss, Coleman, this weekend would be huge. We're going to turn up on the channel. So let me know, what do you guys think in the comments? Are we coming away with 2 commits after the weekend? Are we coming away with 1 commit? Or will Mario strike out? Let me know in the comments. Let your boy know in the comments, and I'll be down there to talk with you and debate you. Now, let's get to our final story of the day. Nesta Silvera has announced he's entering the transfer portal. Now, when that news dropped, Twitter went crazy. You had some people who was for Nesta. You had some people who was against Nesta. Here's what some people said. It's funny that number 1 says make the crib great, and then the crib is actually starting to turn the corner. He runs to the portal. Probably going to Penn State with Manuel. Soft, man. Super soft. Portal Canes ain't for me. Thank you, Nesta. My favorite Canes player on the squad. Always going to love the way you played your heart out for the U. Once I saw Gerald Willis play, my expectations for the defensive tackle performance was that, and Nesta wasn't even close to that ever at Miami. There were other positive responses. There was other negative responses. I even did a poll here on the channel. Not 199 people voted. Big deal or no deal? 79% said no big deal. Here's my thoughts on Nesta. Mario's going to bring in his guys. We have Hunt. We have the young man, the young playmaker, the young boy about to get down this year in Leonard Taylor. So to me, is it a big deal? No, it's not a big deal. We're going to be able to replace Nesta. Let's be honest here. When Nesta played on the field, you saw one game where he was unstoppable, honestly. And then you saw the next game where sometimes he got pushed around. I will say this. Nobody can argue with me on this. Nesta tried his ass off, right? Nesta, game in and game out. I never watched Nesta and say, what the hell was this man doing? There was actually times where I saw Nesta beat our linebackers, our safeties, chasing down somebody. And that's ridiculous. And when I look at who Nesta is as a player, when I look at his swag, when I look at how he handles himself on social media, I'm going to miss Nesta, the person, I do wish Nesta would have stayed to be a part of the come up. And when I saw this news, I'm not going to lie, I was shocked. I was like, dang, Nesta leaving? Our boy Nesta leaving? But on the field, should we make a big deal like, oh my God, we're not going to have any interior? No. I don't think it's a big deal as performance on the field. But I do want to say, Nesta, wherever you go, dog, I wish you the best. And I do appreciate the effort that you put in and game out. And I do wish you would have stayed to be a part of what Mario's going to do here. But I understand you got to do what you got to do. What do you guys think about all these news stories? Like the video. I'm out. Peace.